Good evening. Welcome to Mac and Talk number 74 for Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. I am your host, Chanelle Allen. Mac and Talk is a Q&A conference call for anyone with Mac questions, whether you are thinking of getting one or you need some encouragement getting started with VoiceOver, or you could be a longtime Mac user with questions about an app or feature. For whatever reason, I'm glad that you are joining us now, live, or later on via the podcast recording. Before we get your questions, my favorite part of the call, let's go over some iBug announcements. As always, you can find us online, ibugtoday.org. There you may register to become a member. Registration is free, and when you do register, you will be signed up to receive emails of all of our upcoming events. On our website, you can also listen to recordings of previous workshops and learn more about who we are, what we do, donate, check out the Mac section where you'll learn about this call and our Mac training program. And that's our website. We are on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/ibugtoday. And that's a great place to exchange information in between calls, post questions, although that can also be done on our iBug Mac and Talk discussion email list. We are on YouTube, youtube.com, and just type in iBug Today into the search. Things get loaded to YouTube very quickly, at least our workshops such as Mac and Talk. And we are also on any of your other favorite podcast apps or smart speakers of choice if you just ask for iBug Mac and Talk, iBug Buzz, iBug Apple Workshop, and iBug Apple Cafe. Or iBug Cafe, sorry. And what do you know? Those are the names of some of our events. So this week, Friday, we have iBug Night at the Virtual Movies, starting at 7 p.m. with some fun and frivolity, music trivia and good stuff, followed by the movie at 8, which is Freaky Friday, the 2003 version, PG-13. And then we have a discussion following the movie.
Hi.
Oh. And on... So the movie is from at 7 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock starts the movie. Then on Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central, we have iBug Unplugged. And the theme is Motown Melodies and Memories. And we will be talking all about Motown. We've done this before, and it was a great success then. So join us for that. Every Monday is iBug Night. Every Monday, I'm sure people wish it was iBug Night at the virtual movies, but it is actually iBug Buzz, even better, where if you have questions about an iOS app or feature or just using your iPhone in general, you can come and ask all the questions that you can't ask here because here we only do the Mac. So that's Monday. And next Tuesday, we will have Mac Buzz from 5 to 6 p.m. And that's for, well, the Mac questions, anything that might come up here or between now and next week. So with that being said, let's go around the room and you can introduce yourself, say where you are calling from, and then we'll get started. Okay. So, I am Chanelle, and I live in Houston.
This is Pete, and I'm in Florida.
Hi, Pete. Welcome.
Hi.
Glad you could be here.
This is Judy.
Kenny, and I'm in Missouri.
Okay, I heard Kenny. Welcome. I'm not quite sure who else I heard, but we're really glad to have you.
I'm Eli, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Oh,
Eli.
Eli.
This is Herbie in Houston.
Hi, Herbie. Yep.
Hey, Pete, my friend.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, it's Shireen. I'm in New Hampshire, and I'm in the Mac training class currently.
Yeah. Hi, Shireen. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, good evening. It's Osman.
Welcome, Ozma.
Osman, yes. Thank you.
Osman, welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm Jessica from Massachusetts, and I'm in the Mac training class.
Welcome, Jessica.
I'm Donna from Virginia, and I'm in the Mac training class.
Welcome, Donna.
I'm
This is
Nicole
Robert from
from
College Station, and I'm not in the Mac training.
Well, you're still welcome anyway. Glad to have you. And Nicole, welcome to you too.
I'm Nicole from Santa Rosa, California, and I'm also in the Mac training
All
class.
right. All right.
I'm Christian. I'm in Oregon.
Hi, Christian. Welcome. And she's in the Mac training class too. See, I know my students.
That's right.
This is Gigi from Houston.
Hi, Gigi. Welcome.
Thank you, Chanelle.
This is Ed from California, Mac training class.
Yep. Welcome, Ed.
Michelle from Maryland.
Welcome, Michelle. Also in the Mac training class.
Donald from Oklahoma City. I was wondering, how do I get involved in the training class?
Go ahead and send me an email and I will add you to the waiting list for the next session, but we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you mute me? I'm on an iPad.
Okay, well, your mute button should be in the lower right-hand corner, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yep. Alrighty, welcome.
Am I muted?
You're unmuted.
Okay, it's Michael.
Sorry, I wanted to. Sorry.
Sorry, it's Michael from Ontario, Canada. We just emailed the last couple of days.
Oh, yay. I'm glad you could make it. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you.
Glad to have
Hey guys,
you.
it's Kendra from Salem, Oregon. Wanted to let you know I'm here.
Awesome. And then somebody else.
I'm
welcome.
one of the iBug Mac class students.
Yes. And then somebody.
This is Osman again.
Yeah, Osman.
Yes, I'm in Maryland. I just wanted to ask, what's your email address? Because I'm interested in the Mac train as well.
Okay, you can find it on, if you go to iBug Today, you can find it there. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and email mactraining.ibugtoday@gmail.com.
All one word. Okay, thank you.
So mactraining, all one word, dot, iBug Today, that's all one word, @gmail.com.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, how long is the waiting list?
Well, we do have people, but you never know. So we didn't, I don't know if anybody else was trying to talk, if we finished with introductions. I don't know, but I'll give people one more chance just in case we all got a little bit excited, which I love enthusiasm.
This is Lillian from Hillsboro, Oregon. I'm in the training class as well.
Welcome, Lillian.
Thank you.
All right. Well, anyone else who wants to speak and ask a question later, by all means, feel free to. But Osman, since you are new to this call, I wanted to ask you anyway, how did you hear about iBug today?
Sorry, was that?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So, first of all, I joined the movie nights sometimes.
Okay. All
sometimes. Right. And then I am also in Dr. Eli's group on WhatsApp, and he sent it there. Yes.
All right. Awesome.
So I decided to come because I'm not a Mac user yet. I use an iPhone, but I am wanting to be a Mac user because I want to go into music and I'm wanting to use the Logic Pro X and a whole lot of other stuff on the Mac. But I need to know the Mac generally, not just for the Logic, but everything else about the
Well,
Mac.
to take the class, though,
Yes.
it's recommended that students have a Mac. We typically don't admit students unless you have a Mac. So.
No, I'm going to have one very soon.
Okay.
So that's why I'm excited to join this.
Okay,
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
We're glad to have you. And I think someone else was trying to speak up. Yes, actually, so Michael, you're also new. How did you hear about iBug today?
To be honest, I'm not really sure anymore. I've been doing so many searches on Mac, but it came up, and then I saw contact you about the course and so on, and I just kept on going. So,
very good.
Honestly, I can't remember, but it was during my Google searches anyway.
That's the best way. Good old Google.
Mhm.
Others have come to us that way too. So, all right. Awesome.
This is
For
David
roll
from
call,
Arkansas.
Oh, David from Arkansas. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead. You were just introducing yourself?
Yeah.
All right, welcome. Are you new to us?
No, I've listened before.
Okay. I thought I recognized that. I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track, but we're glad you're here anyway.
for
All
roll call
right.
purposes, I saw Giza pop up on voiceover.
Okay. Well, people can, introduce themselves as they would like. There's no hard and fast rule. It's a great iBug tradition, but personally, I don't always like to always have to introduce myself, so I totally understand. Anyway, with that being said, let's get on to our...
Chanelle, you need no
Yes.
introduction.
Well, let's get on to our questions.
Sorry.
Who would like to ask our first Mac question? As small as from how to turn it on to, well, the sky's the limit. So
I came prepared. If I can start. Okay. He can go first. Yeah, he can go first. That's fine.
Okay, and who's speaking? In the way we do things, if you could just announce your name and then wait to be acknowledged by me, that would be more than appreciated. And I do have Herbie helping me to try to, recognize voices, but it can be a challenge when we're all talking at once and I get confused, which easily happens, I know. But anyway, who's speaking? I'm sorry.
It's Michael.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
My first question is with the email, the mail app, when I touch an email that has not been opened, it automatically shows it as, okay. And is there any workaround to that? I'm taking it no.
There is.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's state the question clearly. So I'm assuming what you're asking, just for the record for everyone, that when you open an email, it's automatically marked as read, correct?
Correct.
Is that what you want to fix?
Just when I'm reading down the list of emails.
Yes, I know, that drives me crazy too. Okay, and I assume Shireen has an answer. So Shireen, we were just studying this in class the other day.
Indeed.
So
yes, and it's the bane of a lot of our existence. So we have learned how to correct that. So the way you have to change it is by collapsing the vertical splitter. It's the preview pane. The preview pane is what causes it to mark your messages as read, even though you haven't opened them to read them. So you have to collapse that preview pane,
And
which doesn't mean anything to you, does it? If you go past the messages table and it'll say vertical splitter on the right side, if you go to the right of the messages table and you go to the right side, it'll say vertical splitter. You have to go into the vertical splitter and maximize it to 100%. So I don't know if I'm supposed to go through all the steps.
No, that's good. Okay. So basically when you're using your VO arrow navigation, like she just said, you VO right arrow all the way over to the vertical splitter. It's the last one you'll find before it's between the messages table and the actual message text, and you'll want to interact in that, which I know you're just kind of getting started on the Mac, but you probably know interacting is VO, that's caps lock shift down arrow, or control option shift down arrow. Caps lock is a lot easier to use, and we recommend that one, but either caps lock or control option will work for your VO key. So interact, and then you take that splitter, you VO right, as she said, and take it all the way to 100%.
I see a horizontal
well,
splitter.
then do the same thing then.
It's the same thing?
Yeah. It could just be because your email is showing like a side preview rather than a bottom preview or whatever.
Yeah, it says it's 100%.
Okay, and is there any email message to the right of it?
Nothing to the right of it.
Then you've collapsed it. So.
But you have to uninteract.
You've got to uninteract. Yep. So then you should have dealt with the problem. That should fix the problem.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for getting us started. Who would like to ask our next question?
Oh, it looks like it worked.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good.
Magic.
It's fun.
That was one thing
So,
that I was not liking about the Mac, and honestly, it was a really big turnoff for me because I do that. I read certain messages and leave others for later.
Yep, I do too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Huge. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. All right. Next question, please.
Shireen?
Yes, Shireen.
Okay, so mine is an email question also. It's kind of twofold because I had a separate problem today, but my one thing I wanted to ask you is my inbox in my my mailboxes table in the separate, it says inbox warning sign. So I don't know what I don't know what that's. I've never seen it before, but that's what it says. And then my second easy question, I think it's easy, is I'm stuck in my messages table. I'm trying to VO left to go over to the table, and it's just going up. It's going up and down.
Did you uninteract?
I didn't.
Because sometimes I've found that I have been interacted in that table, and I didn't mean to, but I was in there.
I'll try that because I don't know that I did that, but I will try that. Thank you.
And the warning thing, maybe somebody else can respond if you have a different idea, but sometimes I think that means that somehow the account is offline, which means the internet isn't working or something. So
it could be.
I'm getting email.
If they're online. Yeah, check and see.
Okay.
I got new messages.
Oh, that's weird. Weird.
Then I'm not sure why it would be saying warning.
This is Robert.
Yeah, go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, you can also get the warning if you're receiving okay, but if your SMTP side is not allowing you to send for some reason.
Oh, yes.
It's almost always because there's something wrong with your email system. It's not able to access the internet for some reason. So you might check your email accounts to make sure that they're functioning the way they should be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll go through those steps. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Donna?
Yes, go ahead, Donna.
So, when I was working in mail and I was working with the Finder, when I was scrolling down one of the menus, I get to the end of it, and all of a sudden it would start saying that the mail had stopped working. And then I would arrow back up, and everything I arrowed on said that. Mail not working, mail not responding.
Mail not responding,
Yes. Yes, I've had that happen every time I go into that particular thing. Every time I go into Finder and go into the I think it was View. I don't remember which one or any of them. And whenever I arrow down, and when I get to the bottom, boom, it just starts saying it.
Okay, go ahead, Herbie.
Yeah, mail has some weird hang-up issues I've noticed over the last couple of years. I have some interesting issues with mail. Like, sometimes I'll go into mail and, my voiceover freezes. Doesn't do it in any other app, but it does it in mail for some reason.
Yep, I've had that happen, too.
So just to clarify, though, Donna, at one time you said mail and another time you said Finder. Do you mean both?
When I was in the Finder, when I was in VOM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and went
That's
over
the menu bar.
Right, when I was in that and was down in one of the menus, it was doing that.
Which menu bar?
Yeah, go ahead, Herbie.
I actually have had some weird window overlap issues myself. Like earlier today, I was here in Zoom when I was lowering all hands. I would see a notification, suddenly it would act like I was in the Herbie's mobile hotspot.
Weird.
So I've kind of had some weird window
my phone did that
weird
lately. Today. Yeah, my phone tried to switch. My phone on its own switched to a different internet. It went to Xfinity. I'm like, what? The
If
internet's
it,
on. My internet was
the,
fine.
yeah,
But
this is Herbie.
Go ahead, Herbie.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, it'll do that if it detects that for some reason there's a problem with the other internet that it's connected to.
yeah,
And
but
so
it was
it'll
fine.
ask you then.
Yeah, that was what was weird. There was nothing wrong with my internet.
Is
But
this just a... Oh, I'm sorry, Herbie, you weren't done.
I was just going to say, but yeah, it's always going to show up as a Wi-Fi option, though, too. But,
Yeah, weird.
So is this a focusing issue? Because I was in Zoom. Okay, I was in my mail app and I was trying to copy some email addresses from an email message into Safari in the Zoom website to send some panelist invites, and I would command tab and I would try to go to different things, and it would get to those things, but then my focus would still be in Safari. So it was acting like, it was frustrating. So I'm wondering if we're just having some, maybe that's nothing. I know what you mean though when Finder Mail says not responding, but I'm wondering too if we're just all experiencing some focusing crud.
It does make you wonder. And you mentioned, Herbie, you've had voiceover stop when you're in mail. If that happens,
yes.
how do you deal with that?
So, this is Herbie.
Yeah, go ahead, Herbie.
There are two things you can do. One, wait a few seconds, like about half a minute. It may clear itself up. If it does not, then, well, actually...
It didn't.
Let's see how good... What do you think you would do?
Well, I tried to VO around. I tried to move around. I tried to open different things, but of course I couldn't hear it. So, oh my God.
Well, Shireen,
let's go. Yep, go ahead, Shireen.
I think I would try to turn voiceover off and turn it back on.
She gets the gold star.
I did that.
Indeed. And one of the things I know I warned you all about too is sometimes you may have to toggle it several times and be patient. Sometimes when you turn voiceover back on after it freezes, it'll sit there and try to give you a heart attack like it's not coming on, and then it will.
Okay, so you're saying do it a couple times if I have to.
I thought you were going to say the command option is ask them if they knew about command option escape, which...
Well, that won't help if voiceover isn't talking.
No, but I thought it was the not responding issue that we'd now gone back to talking about.
No, I've talked. So voiceover will sometimes crash in mail.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about voiceover not responding, but I think it's
to me that's the same thing.
Mail not
they're
responding.
The same thing.
No, they're not. If mail, if the program itself is hanging up, but your voiceover is still talking, then yeah, you can go into command option escape and close it that way. But when voiceover crashes, then like what Shireen said, turning it off and back on, you may have to toggle it sometimes.
And let's go to Pete.
Yeah. This was crashing, so yeah. Thank you.
Let's go to Pete.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think I've had similar problems all day today. My Mac has been very sluggish, and I'm using another program called Amadeus Pro for audio editing, and I'm continually getting Amadeus Pro not responding. It's usually, Herbie, when I'm like fast forwarding with the right arrow key, in a playback setting or something. But
this is Herbie.
And that's not uncommon, but I've had to force quit, which is the command option escape button that Chanelle was talking about. And that's the only thing. I had to close down the app because I wasn't getting any voiceover response or any other kind of response at all. It was very sluggish. It was like something real weird was going on. Now, I've had some application storage problems, as you probably remember, Herbie and Chanelle, from about 6 months ago, but I don't know that those were the issue today. I think it was just something weird in the air.
This is Herbie.
Yes, Herbie.
Something else I just want to mention real quick, going back to the whole mail issue that with the warning and stuff like that. Just keep in mind too that over the past week, there have been a lot of internet outages that could definitely affect things.
Okay, so I am going to, yeah, we've kind of been talking about multiple issues here, and they're kind of the same thing, but they're kind of not. So let's get back on to, we know when things stop responding, become sluggish, the best thing to do is to try to turn voiceover off and on. If it's a voiceover, if the application itself is not responding, try to quit that. Now, Herbie, I don't know if you had any more specific feedback on Pete's Amadeus.
So, yeah, I mean, first of all, I've not had that problem today. All I can suggest is, something I mentioned to Chanelle the other day is when you're editing in Amadeus, do a constant save as and save in the Amadeus format so that way it saves quickly. And then if you have to close the program and then, when you bring it back up, you can pick up where you left off, at least roughly.
And saving in the Amadeus format is an excellent point because I found that it behaved a lot better once I started saving it in the AMAD
yes, it does.
format.
Clarification, you mean save as in the Amadeus format and then resave.
And then resave, just Command S,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Command S, yes.
And that way you're at least saving your work.
Right.
That, and then WAV is also good because, that's universal.
Yeah, lossless.
Amadeus,
right.
Those two I find are the best for editing purposes.
All right,
so
great.
that is...
Thanks.
This is Brad.
Yes, hi, Brad.
Hey, sorry I was a little late.
That's okay. Glad to have you.
Back to the mail thing. I noticed that a lot of times I may have an email and it has HTML headings or something in it. And I have turned on my quick key navigation. Okay. And that's fine as long as I'm in the email that has that stuff. But what happens sometimes is I forget I have quick keys navigation turned on. And I close the email and I'll be doing just fine. And then I will do something where I want to search for an email. And I might type the first couple of letters of what I'm searching for. And the problem is I have quick key navigation turned on. And I get mail not responding because it is searching for something based on the couple of letters I typed. And I have found there's nothing I can do except just wait it out. And it might take as long as 25, 30 seconds. And it eventually will stop. I mean, I've tried. I've learned to just wait. But nothing responds. I cannot toggle voiceover off and back on. I cannot bring up force quit to close the mail app. And of course, we're talking about command option and escape. But a lot of times there's another quick way to force quit is if you command option and then the shift key and hit escape. It's supposed to kill the currently focused app without opening the force quit. But I find a lot of times that won't work because it's so locked up or whatever that won't even work. But yes, you can open the force quit dialog. But anyway, I find that I just have to wait it out. And I do this all the time because I turn on quick key navigation and then forget I have it on and move on to something else. So I find that is another issue. Also, I don't know if this got anything to do with Herbie said, yeah, there have been some funny internet issues going on. Last week it started with the Amazon Web Services issue, and which was a DNS server issue, and you'd be surprised how many things in the world use Amazon Web Services. But I found over the weekend, my wife had been complaining about the internet. And of course, she says I usually just blow her off. Go, I'm not having a problem. Something must be you. Mm-hmm. But I go and I was having a problem. And I went and reset both my AT&T access box and my Linksys mesh router. I turned them both off, let them sit. Not that it takes very long. but it makes me feel like it does. And then I turn the AT&T one back on. And then after I know it's booted up, I'll then turn the Linksys on. And let me tell you, all my problems went away. That was Sunday morning. And everything went away, and it's worked like a champ ever since. So I don't know what it does. I think it clears out some buffers or some things going on in there. But rebooting your internet access point and your any Wi-Fi routers that you've got, third party that you've got, and I can't say enough how much restarting your Mac will clear up a lot of weird stuff too. I have one that sits here on the desktop and it never gets, I try to remember to shut it down, restart it once every week or 10 days. My laptop gets restarted all the time, but you'd be surprised how shutting down and restarting your Mac will clear up a lot of funny stuff that's going on. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, and
This
so
is
just okay, hold on. Just
Okay.
don't do what I did and forget the difference between Command Option Escape and Command Option Shift Escape when you're in the Zoom meeting for Mac and Talk.
Oh no,
and
don't do
close,
that.
yeah, like I accidentally did a couple months ago, being extremely
And
tired and
especially
silly
if
and
Zoom is the app in focus.
Mm-hmm.
And I
yeah,
think it will
yeah.
also kill Zoom if you do it in Finder, because you can't kill
No,
Finder.
you
But what
can't.
it will do is restart Finder.
Oh,
And if
does
you
it
have something
restart
like
it?
Zoom
Okay.
running, it'll kill Zoom.
Okay. Good to know.
Wait, which one will kill it? The Command Option Escape or
Well,
Shift
Command Option
Command
Escape.
Shift
Option
Escape? Okay.
Escape. Well, the
The force
Command
quit.
Option Escape opens Force Quit, the dialog.
Okay.
And then you can pick the app you want to do something with. But if
Okay.
you do Command Option Shift
Mm-hmm.
Escape, so add the Shift key to it,
Mm-hmm.
it kills the currently focused app. And if that
Gotcha.
app happens to be Zoom, boom,
Not
it just
good.
kills Zoom, and that means your meeting's gone. If your currently focused app is Finder, well, you cannot shut Finder off.
Right.
What it will do, and you'll even see this in the force quit dialog, when it's Finder you've chosen, it says, "Do you want to restart
Relaunch.
Finder?" And it will, relaunch it. It's kind of like when you almost like rebooting the computer, but
Mm-hmm.
not really,
Gotcha. Okay.
because it doesn't clear the RAM and everything. But it will relaunch Finder. So, and I've had things when I have booted up my computer before and it's not responding properly, and I just hit that keyboard command, relaunch Finder, because there's nothing running. I just turned my computer on, and all of a sudden VoiceOver's working better and things like that. So, why, I don't know.
Yeah, let's get to Gigi. I'm sorry, Gigi, we weren't ignoring you, so go ahead.
Okay. That's okay. Okay. I have had this problem that's been a problem in the mail, and not just not with the internet you guys are talking about, but this has happened to me for a long time. I'll be going in the mail with the messages table, deleting emails,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden I'll be in like 2022,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how this happens. Um, and like the other day, I was all of a sudden April 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and how does this happen? Because I'm like on just going down the list of my emails, deleting, and it's like, does anybody know? I mean, how can I stop this, or what am I doing wrong? Because I thought I'm just simply going down, deleting, and then I'm opening the emails that I want to read, and then oh, by the way, thank you guys, Herbie, you helped me with a list um, text list, and I with a right arrow and down arrow. Now I can do that, but I don't know what to do when it's
Gail,
yeah.
this is
Yes.
Soraya.
Oh, go ahead, Soraya.
I was gonna say, if you ever get dropped to the bottom, I mean, you can always hit, I think it was VOFN left arrow will take you to the top of the list.
VN. Wait a minute.
Well, that takes you
VN.
home. right?
The VOFN left arrow will take you, I think, to the top of the list.
So that
VNFN.
takes you home. Is it option up arrow that takes you to the top, or can you do both?
Yeah, so if you have not interacted with the email list, you will want to do option up arrow.
Oh,
If you, yeah, but if you interacted, then
Mm-hmm.
definitely VO home or the equivalent is VOFN left arrow will
Right.
take you to the top. If you've not interacted, VO home or VOFN left arrow will take you to the first thing in your mail window, which is the toolbar or the mailboxes list.
gotcha.
And then you do
So
arrow.
yeah, that's an excellent
Okay.
suggestion. Whatever way you want to do to get to the top of your messages list, whether you've interacted and do via home or you're not interacted and you do option up arrow, that is totally a great idea.
Okay, because what I've been doing. I tried the option command up arrow, and so that wasn't working. So what I want to do is do the
Option up
VO
arrow.
option.
Just
Not VO.
option up arrow.
Well, option up arrow didn't work either.
It didn't.
No, that didn't work. I tried that first, and then since option up arrow didn't work, I thought that would work. Then I tried the option command up arrow. That didn't work either.
Okay, well, that may be. Go ahead, Brad.
No, I was going to say, ask were you interacted or not. So, but I think
I
option up arrow.
did not interact because I was already in my
Yeah,
messages table.
This is Brad. For reasons that cannot be explained, I have observed, I have no problem using option up arrow to go to the top, option up arrow to go to the bottom of the list. But some people seem to have a problem. I say some people, isn't very specific, but some people seem to tell me option up arrow, down arrow doesn't work. They have to do command option up arrow or down arrow. It doesn't seem to matter on mine which one I do. Let me double check that.
And
but
it doesn't matter on mine either. I
Well,
used to tell people I thought it did, but then I was, politely asked why I did option command up arrow, and I double checked, and it really, option up arrow should work just fine.
Well, I remember, Brad, you told me to do, when the option up arrow didn't work, try the command option up arrow. But then that didn't work either. So then,
yeah, make sure you've not interacted with your messages list. If you're going to try option up arrow, make sure to uninteract first and then try it.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure you're not interacted with an individual mail item either.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know if I like what they call column view, but I don't think it really matters.
I don't have column view. I have the other one.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. They should work the same way.
Yeah. So what I need to do is probably do the interact out of it and then try. Maybe that's the problem. And then
do you use command VOJ?
No.
Because VOJ will automatically interact, which is one reason I don't use it.
I don't do VOJ.
Yeah.
Do you use the tab key?
No.
Okay, because tab, I think by default, it's a setting in voice over utility and navigation. Using the tab key, it will automatically interact as well.
Because when I open my mail, I'm already at the messages table, and sometimes I will hear it. I start deleting. So, once in a while, I will hear it say to interact with the messages table, but normally I don't. Sometimes I will say you have to.
You don't always have to do what it says. That's why I tell people to you don't have to do what it says. And column view is different when you're in Mail or when you're in Finder. And I actually teach column view in Finder now, thanks to Herbie, and love it. So,
well,
I hate it.
I do. What was the other one? Because I don't do column view.
List view.
Oh, list view.
Yep.
That's
No,
what I
that's in
have it in.
Finder, but in
That's
the
in Finder.
That's in
mail,
Finder. Yeah.
and it's called column layout. And really, it doesn't matter. Your mail looks the same.
Oh, no
It does.
wonder it is in list
But
view.
what's different is
Yeah.
column layout is like a table.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And standard view, they don't really have a name for it. It's just not column view.
So when we're talking
It
about
looks
mail,
kind of
right?
like it.
Right,
Yeah, we're
mail.
talking about the mail, aren't we?
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, because what I do is I have that box unchecked that says use column layout, and
Well, it's
I
in the
like
list.
it.
It's in the view menu. Yeah.
I like it
view.
unchecked because then I hear a preview of the message, even with the message pane collapsed.
But you can
So-
turn that on or off.
No, you can't.
Okay, I think you can because
The
I have
only way
mine
you
turned
can
off,
turn-
and if I'm in standard layout, I don't get a preview of the message.
The only way you can turn that off is to turn on the checkbox for column layout. Because
I have preview turned off, and when I
but that
turn
doesn't
off,
matter. Preview it doesn't seem to affect it. Even if you set preview at 1 line, or if you set it at 5 lines, or if you collapse the message viewer pane.
Okay, I'll check it again.
Yeah, I have it at 5 lines, but I thought, or Chanelle used to like list view.
That's Finder. That's different. And nope, I'm column view and Finder now.
Well, I don't know what. Okay, I thought it was list view, but
no, I did used to teach list view.
Right.
But back to your mail. So
yeah.
Go ahead, make sure you're not interacted, and just try the option up arrow. Don't always listen to what it tells you. Don't always listen to, those hints are not aware of what you are trying to do. They're only offering suggestions on based on what someone might want to do, but they really don't know a darn thing. So hints are less than useless in my opinion.
All right, I'll try that. Okay. All right, thank you.
All right.
This is Christian. I have a
Go ahead,
quick
Christian.
question.
Yeah.
I updated my computer to Tahoe, and I am just wondering if anyone has found they added widgets or something to the desktop, and I'm just wondering if anyone is using that for anything useful, or I think there's a clock on my a clock widget that they added on there. So I don't know how people are using that, if you're using that in any interesting way.
Go ahead, Donna.
So when I upgraded, that popped up on my desktop too. So apparently that's something new with the update. It's got my photos, it's got my weather, and it's got my calendar on it. I didn't do that. It came up like that. So that's the only way I can answer that for you. But I guess I don't know how to add to it.
You can get rid of it if you want. You can add what M commands do you think might be your best friend?
I'm guessing VO Shift M.
Yep, VO Shift M. So if that one doesn't work, then you can use your voiceover actions menu, which is VO command space. I used to have widgets I used to have a weather widget on the desktop. I used to have my Duolingo widget this was even pre-Tahoe but I know what you mean, because in Tahoe they ask you again if you want to add these widgets, and you don't have to.
And it didn't ask me that. It just put it there. I knew.
Okay.
I didn't even know how they got there.
Well, you can get rid of it. I don't remember it's either VO Shift M or VO Command Space. You might have to do VO Command Space, but yeah.
Shireen,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I had widgets on mine, but I put them there. Tahoe didn't populate it for me.
Okay.
But then I'm like, I'm not using these and I don't really know what to do with them. So I got adventurous and I did the VO actions menu, and the delete was there. So
Yay.
I
All right.
removed them that way. So I can tell you that works.
Glad that worked.
What was it?
VO command space.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Gigi. I want to ask a Tahoe question because.
All right. So did we handle all the questions on these widgets? Was anybody about to speak up about widgets?
Oh, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
I was about to say, it automatically added a calendar and weather
Yeah,
And
that's what did to
yeah,
mine.
And photos.
yeah, I think
Fine.
and I don't yeah, I don't know. I've never used widgets on the phone or the Mac, so I guess like I don't know what how helpful they actually are.
Yeah, so on my phone, I used to have a widget for, I don't use it anymore because I have a different thing, but the Dexcom app, which is, a
Ooh.
continuous glucose monitor thing. And so I could, be right on my home screen and see my blood sugar. And that was a useful widget.
Cool.
On my phone, I do have the weather widget, but you can also put that on the Mac in your menu bar, in your menu when you do VOMM, your status menus, I mean.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, widgets, I thought they were cool, but then I didn't really use them a whole lot, or I just use different apps, so things change. But yeah,
What's the
um,
idea of them? Exactly what is
to
a
give
widget?
people a quick way to glance at info without having to open an app.
Okay.
So
This
instead
is
of
Herbie.
go ahead, Herbie.
In my opinion, widgets are more of a visual tool, really, than a
Yeah,
useful
that's
one.
what I was
But
supposed to say.
Yeah, but it was
they
great to have my
can be
blood sugar
useful
right
to
there
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it
on
can
the
be
home
useful for
screen.
some things. Like some people do use a battery widget on the iPhone to see the battery levels of multiple devices at once.
Hmm.
Yep, I've done that before. I still have a battery widget.
I
Yep.
love that.
Oh yeah, that would be useful. Yeah,
I love that thing.
Yep.
Hmm. I think it's cool for the Dexicon.
Yeah, I use a different thing now, but it's not quite as. But yeah, those are widgets, and I think we are ready to move on. Then, Gigi, what's your question?
Okay, well, my Mac, I think the same thing as Herbie, the 2019, which will not update to Tahoe and will never update past Sequoia. And um, do you think I should get a Brett said, do you think I need a MacBook? I mean, like a four.
This is Herbie.
Yeah.
I mean, on the whole, no. I will definitely tell you that I do notice performance differences between my newer Mac Mini and the older 2019 Mac. Apps are a little bit slower to load. Not as bad as the like say the 2017 Mac, but it's still a very good machine. You're still gonna get security updates for a while. And my 2019 machine is still overall a good. I like it as a backup machine, but it's still a good machine. So you don't have to get a new Mac right away, unless of course you want some things that you cannot get with the older one, like Apple Intelligence features, things like that.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're perfectly fine.
Can I just ask, like the Apple Intelligence, like what can you do on the Mac with that?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
You get summaries, you get writing tools that may or may not be useful.
They're not useful.
It's
I don't
not.
find them.
No.
This is Brad.
Yes, Brad.
Unless you got, if you just want to get a new Mac, by all means, go ahead and get one. If you can afford it, it will be worth it. But do you need to? No. Your machine will continue running just fine for several more years, probably, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, Apple will continue to issue security updates for Sequoia for at least 3 or 4 more years. So you should be fine. But if you want a new one, you will certainly future proof yourself. But your 2019 MacBook Pro should do just fine doing what it already does now at pretty much the same performance level. I mean, that it's doing, and you should be fine. If it's meeting your needs and you're happy with it, don't feel like you have to run out and get a new Mac because the one you have will not update beyond Tahoe.
Well, I was just wondering what Tahoe, like the updates what was the major thing that Tahoe did?
Not much that I can think of.
Not much.
It's got this what they call liquid glass, which is a
Mm-hmm.
visual
Pain in the
thing.
butt.
And
Mm-hmm.
apparently, I've already been reading, a lot of people don't like it. And there's a
No.
way to turn it off. But I read that at least on the iPhone, in 26.1, they're doing something else. And I don't know what it does that you can't already do. I mean, you go into display and you turn off, what the hell is it? Decrease contrast? I can't remember what it is. I already
Mm.
had it turned
Yep.
on because I thought it might help me. I have a tiny bit of vision, but less and less every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I already had that turn. Actually, you turn it on if you want to turn off effects of liquid glass. And I had already turned it on both the Mac and my iPhone. Um, but other than that, was supposedly a cool new feature, a new look that I don't think people are all that crazy about. And supposedly, I don't know that it may, they keep making promises about Apple Intelligence that just have not panned out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they've been saying Siri's going to get better. How long we had Siri now? 12 years,
Right.
and it's not really any better than it ever was. So again, really can't think of what all's in Tahoe that you don't have in Sequoia. I mean, they messed up commanders in Sequoia, so you get that. You're not missing out there. They changed it. I mean, I call it messed up. I liked it how it was before.
Me
They made it
too.
They took something that worked just fine and was pretty simple to understand and simple to teach, and they made it complicated.
Yeah.
And they did that in Sequoia, so you're getting that. I really can't think of anything that you're really missing. Oh, you get to keep Launchpad if you like that. They got rid of that. I don't, and now they have you using Spotlight, but I don't see that Spotlight's doing really anything that it didn't do before. You get clipboard history in Tahoe, but I've been using it and playing with it, and it doesn't seem to work very well with VoiceOver. You're better off to get a third party like Alfred or something if you want clipboard history. I'm not impressed with the clipboard history in Tahoe at all.
I'm not even sure what clipboard history is.
Thank
Well,
you.
when you copy something to the clipboard,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's
Yes.
one thing on it. Windows has clipboard history where you can go in and see the last however many things you've copied to the clipboard, right? But on the Mac, if I copy something to the clipboard, maybe I highlight text or I move a file and I select it and I do Command C, that one item is on the clipboard. The next time I select something and do Command C, whatever was there before is gone, and now the new one has replaced it.
Mm-hmm.
And with clipboard history in Spotlight, I believe you get to see the last 10 things. I think it's 10 that you have copied to the clipboard history. And for security reasons, Apple has decided that they disappear when they become 8 hours old. But there's a way you're supposed to go open it up, open Spotlight, and you can do Command 4. There's also a little icon that you can either navigate to and do VO spacebar on, or if you're a mouse user, click on it. But Command 4 does the same thing. And now you have a list of your clipboard history, newest on top, oldest on the bottom. But I find that as a straight VoiceOver user, it just doesn't work. I can't really do the last item. I can arrow down through them. And if I find one that I want to use, I've tried everything. I've tried routing my mouse to it, simulating a double mouse click with a VoiceOver keyboard command, VO, Shift, and then spacebar either once or two times real quickly to simulate a mouse click. Neither one does it. I have found the best thing I can do is go down through the list, find the one I want, and then do Command C. And I just copied it to the clipboard, which moves it to the top of the list. And then I go where I want to go and just Command V and paste it. So I can get at them that way, but it also rearranges my list every time too. And that one that may have been down there at the bottom of the list, number 9, number 8, is now at the top of the list. So it just refreshed its 8-hour timer before it's going to drop off the list. So I'm able to use it, but I don't think that's how they intended it to be used. Maybe that's a bug, and they'll fix it in an update, and it will start to work better. I tend to find voiceover things don't get the attention that non-voiceover things get. But I'm not really finding that feature to be all that Apple promised it to be. So other than that, I really can't think of a whole lot. Maybe I will after I get done, and I'll go, oh yeah, there's something else. But I think you're fine. If you'll be fine with Sequoia for a while, unless you just want to go get a new Mac. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, thanks. I mean, I'm really use the Mac. Want to use the Mac for writing, and so.
All right.
This
well,
is,
go ahead, Brad.
This is Brad.
Go ahead, Brad.
If you want to use AI, I mean, you can always go to the ChatGPT website. You can always go to any. You can use Microsoft's Copilot on your Mac. For that matter, you can use Freedom Scientific's FS Companion by going to their website if you wanted to on your Mac, because all of these things have a web interface, so you can use them on your Mac.
And the ChatGPT app is. The web interface is much better for ChatGPT than the actual app. So, yeah. Okay. Thanks for all that. What's new? Some of that stuff I didn't even know because I don't research this stuff very well. But
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And Michael, I believe, wanted to ask a question or make a comment.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify something. I bought my Mac last year, Mac Mini, and it still has Sequoia on it. I just updated it recently. So is Tahoe sort of the equivalent to iOS 26?
Yes.
Okay, because I haven't updated to that, and I've read a lot of stuff about 26 having problems with voiceover and such. So I'm not touching Tahoe anytime soon. But it doesn't sound like I'm going to miss anything by not doing so.
I might go ahead, Brad.
I was going to say, this is Brad. I'm using Tahoe, and I'm not having any voiceover issues with it. It is fine. I'm finding it to be very, very stable. I updated day one.
To say 26 on
it's
the
Mac
iOS.
OS 26 is Tahoe, yes.
Yeah, but on the iPhone,
iOS 26 is fine. There were some issues when it first came out with 26.0, but they issued a 26.0.1 update, and it fixed the issues with VoiceOver. And I cannot think of any issue I'm having with it on my iPhone either.
And we are talking about the Mac. You cannot install iOS 26 on the Mac. It's Mac OS 26 Tahoe. And yes, some of us were experiencing problems with programs not responding. That's going to happen in any operating system. It's just particularly buggy for some of us this week for whatever particular reason. But, for me, just focus issues, some of us not responding. But that just happens sometimes. And that's not necessarily a problem of the operating system. So
okay, so it's no big advantages for me to upgrade to Tahoe at this point, but there's no real disadvantages either.
Yeah, if you want to wait, that's fine, but I wouldn't wait too long. I wouldn't wait more than a couple months. It's fine to let kinks be worked out, but it's better when you can to update as soon as possible, as soon as you feel comfortable.
Oh, all right.
So
thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Kendra.
Okay, for some reason, and it just started while we're in here, my menu stopped being somehow stopped working correctly. Let me log in and I'll show you.
Okay, while Kendra logs in, let's see if we have another question.
Shireen.
Go ahead, Shireen.
I'm wondering if there's a way for us to know if hiccups we're experiencing are voiceover related, the interface or computer. So I was trying to copy the link from the mini lesson because I moved my recordings to a different folder, so they're all in one place. And so I was copying the link, and I had to put it in a Safari browser because there's text on the same line as the link. So when I hit enter to open it, it didn't go straight into I don't know the language. It didn't open the way I've seen it open before. But,
okay. I'm confused.
I understand what she's saying.
All right, then go ahead, Brad.
Well, I would say the best way to copy a link, because I understand you're saying it's mixed in with other text. Okay.
Yeah, there's other text on the line with the link. So when I copied it,
right. So if you navigate and put your voiceover cursor, shall we say, before the link, you could do it before, you could do it after. But in this example, let's just say you're before the link. And then you use the command, you can either turn on quick key commands or just VO command L, and that will navigate you forward to the next link, okay? When it lands on it, it's going to start to speak the link, okay? You don't even have to wait for it to finish speaking the link, but you can use the command VO Shift C to copy the last phrase spoken by voiceover.
Okay.
Which will be the entire link because you navigated to the link, okay?
Okay.
That's
and now you've copied the link to your clipboard.
Okay.
Now go to where you want to paste the link, excuse me, and use Command V to paste it, be it in an address bar, or maybe you're putting it in a document that you want to save these links. But that way you will copy only the link because you navigated to the next, shall we say, web element, which in this case is a link using VO Command L. And you could be after the link and do VO Command Shift L because Shift is going to take you backwards, right?
Yep.
You do the same thing and you'll land on it. And like I said, it could be a very long link or a long chunk of text. Once VoiceOver starts speaking it, you see VoiceOver's already identified it and it's in the buffer and it just takes a while for it to read it at whatever speed it's reading it. But that's why you don't have to let it finish. You could just hit Control and stop it and then do your your Command C copy. But don't let VoiceOver say anything.
Right.
Because then it'll replace it as the last phrase spoken by VoiceOver.
Gotcha.
That is a great way to copy a link. I hadn't thought. I teach VO Shift C all the time, but I hadn't thought of that for copying a link. That's awesome.
Yeah, and well,
I'm logged in.
The thing I ran into was when I was copying the link, for whatever reason, it wasn't copying the first line that I was on. So you know how we learn the line you're on is highlighted. It wasn't copying that. I mean, it wasn't highlighting that line. So when I went down, it was only getting part of the link. And I don't know, I wouldn't know that because I can't see that it's not. Just There's my husband who was standing here. He's like, that's not highlighted. And there's no way to know.
Well, VO Shift C is probably not going to quote unquote highlight it for him, but it'll copy it for you. So that's a brilliant. And Herbie's going to teach you all about web stuff next week. You know, we put mail first since that was highly requested. And next week we are getting to Safari. So you'll learn all about links and stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, Brad.
All right. Excellent.
Thanks, Chanelle.
Kendra.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Kendra.
Yeah. So I'm logged in. So when I hit the VO Shift M, it for some reason started doing this.
Menu. 3 items. Option. Show reopen. Option.
So it's not bringing me to what it's...
Why were you wanting to hit VO Shift M? For what purpose?
Well, I was trying to do VO Shift M N to M and then M again to get to the status menu to check my connection to the
That's
Wi-Fi.
VOMM, not Shift M. That's
Okay.
VOMM. Yeah,
Okay.
so you might have better luck with that.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still getting used to the linguistics of the Mac.
No, I get it.
Good old culture shock.
All right, who would like to ask our next question?
I'll ask a question. This is Christian.
Okay, go ahead, Christian.
I was trying to get, I feel like this used to work, and I don't know if it's because I updated my computer but not my phone yet, but the universal clipboard where if I copy something on my computer, I should be able to paste it on my phone and vice versa, and like onto my iPad and all that sort of stuff. But I couldn't get it to work. I copied on my computer and then it didn't paste anywhere
All right,
else.
Herbie is our universal clipboard expert.
All right, so what happened when you went to your phone? What did you do?
What did I do? I triple tapped and then it came up and said paste. So I double tapped on paste, but then nothing pasted.
Okay, because I've never done it that way. I've always gone to the rotor to where it says edit and then swipe down to paste.
Oh, I haven't really learned all the rotor stuff on my phone, so that's still, and I have a hard time with that, getting my hand gesture right.
Well, you can customize those gestures, but that's a whole nother discussion.
I can what? Sorry, I missed that.
You can customize those gestures.
Oh, okay.
And that's a whole nother discussion in itself, though, not related to the Mac.
This is Brad.
Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, I have found that I'm going to do universal clipboard to copy something from iPhone to Mac or Mac to iPhone, doesn't matter which direction. As soon as I copy it to the clipboard, I need to go and paste it on the other device pretty quick, because if I don't do it right away, it's like my little window of opportunity to do it as passes.
Also, yeah, I was definitely doing it right after I had the phone in my hand while on the computer.
This is Herbie. One other thing I've noticed that can really improve the universal clipboard is making sure your screen is unlocked on the phone. I seem to have problems if my screen is locked.
If your screen is locked while you're copying on the other device? Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't receive it.
So what I would do is first of all get to the edit field on the phone where you want to paste to, and then copy from the Mac, and then try pasting on the phone right away, and see if that. So make sure you don't have too much time in between each thing, and those things I think might help.
Is it a 3-finger triple tap, Christian, or 2 fingers?
I think it's just a single. One finger and you triple tap?
1 finger triple tap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christina?
Yeah, go ahead, Christina. Yeah.
On occasion, my universal clipboard just refuses to work. And Herbie's right. For me, I also have to have my iPhone unlocked. But I have found that if I just reboot one or both machines, everything fixes, and then it'll work again. So that, I don't know why, but it just gets lost somehow, and rebooting sets everything right.
Okay. Maybe we'll turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yep. That works for so many things.
This is Brad.
Sorry, go ahead, Brad.
And it goes through iCloud. I have 2 different Wi-Fi networks here at home, and I have found that my iPhone and my Mac can be on different Wi-Fi networks, and it still works. So it's not dependent on Wi-Fi.
So is it just a universal clipboard because you can use 2 different devices? It's the same clipboard, right? It's not.
Well,
it's the same. It's the same clipboard. It's just
the 2 devices have to be signed into the same iCloud account. That seems to be the only, and within proximity to each other. I don't know if Bluetooth has anything to do with it, but you can't copy something to your clipboard and someone has a device that's signed into your account and they're like, I never tried it, miles away. I don't know. but mine are always right near each other. But I just know because my MacBook Pro tends to always join one of my Wi-Fi networks, and my phone and other Mac are always on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And but I can universal clipboard between them without regard for which Wi-Fi network they happen to be on.
Yeah, I know distance matters for AirDrop, but I'm not sure about the universal clipboard.
I'm not sure about I'm not sure about that. I haven't paid that much attention to that.
This is
Christina?
Yvette.
AirDrop.
Yes. I'm sorry. What did you say? You say your name was again?
Yvette.
Oh, hi, Yvette. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you. I want to ask, how is it that you, Mr. Brad, have two different Wi-Fi networks?
This is Brad. I have an AT&T gateway, and that puts out a Wi-Fi network. I also have a Linksys mesh Wi-Fi system, and that puts out another Wi-Fi network. The Linksys is plugged into the AT&T gateway with a little 18-inch Ethernet cable. It's sitting right next to it, but that's just how it connects to it. But I have the Linksys because the AT&T gateway, where my internet comes in the house, is in the living room, in the corner of the living room, which is at one extreme end of the house. It may not matter with my current box, but my older one it did. And I didn't get good internet at the other end of the house. So I bought a Linksys mesh Wi-Fi system that has 3 nodes that are the one in the living room by the AT&T box, and then 2 others that are placed in different positions around the house to help make the internet signal, able to get to it in the far end of the house. Not that the house is that big, but it still helps.
Yes, I get it. Oh, very nice.
Right. Who would like to ask our next question?
Actually, this is Herbie.
Yes.
I'm a Christian. I'm still a bit unclear as to the gesture you were been trying, because I just tried what you suggested to paste, and I didn't even get anything to.
You know, the one-fingered triple tap brings up like a context menu of additional options.
Okay, right. It did not for me, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I think I was in whatever text field I was in, and I think it was, one finger triple tap because, like you said, that brings up like a context menu, like a right click.
The context menu, like in Apple Music, but I think you, were you in which app were you in?
I think I was in Facebook. I was trying to paste some text onto a Facebook post.
I wonder if it has a context menu and Messages doesn't.
It was in the Facebook
I'll have to
app.
Look some more, but I don't. The reason why I bring it up is it could be a factor in why you're having issues with the universal clipboard. So, you may want to. And I did an Apple workshop demo several months ago on how to customize the rotor, but I forget which one it was now.
You mean customize gestures?
Customize gestures, yes.
If anyone has the link to that, you can certainly email it to me because I haven't really figured out the rotor stuff on the phone.
But like at the beginning of the year, would be one of the Apple Saturday workshops.
Okay.
This is John.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
So, excuse me, my apologies for being late. I was coming back from the Institute for the Blind.
No problem.
But I know that this is Mac specific, so I just wanted to chime in that I know that, we don't really touch on the touch gestures per se because they're more iOS specific. But with respect to the rotor, like if you know some of the keyboard commands, some of them are transferable, like when you go VO command, left arrow, right arrow, like up and down, because I've used them on the Mac and iOS. And so if you have like a keyboard on your iPhone or iPad, some of those keyboard commands do carry over universally.
That's a good point. Yeah, so you could still do rotor gestures. What?
Some do and some don't.
Okay. Yeah, but it's worth a try.
Shireen,
Yes, Shireen.
when you airdrop something from, like from my phone to the Mac, where does it go? How do I fetch it?
Downloads
Is that
folder.
downloads? That's in downloads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With AirDrop, yeah, downloads folder.
Okay. I feel like I tried that, but I think I might have just been confused that time. Okay.
I don't know where it goes when you do it to the iPhone.
Oh, yeah, because there's no download folder. Where would
There
it go,
is.
Herbie?
There is.
Where? Is there? Where?
In the in iCloud, there's a downloads folder, but you have to go to the Files app.
Mm-hmm.
Kendra,
Yes, Kendra.
how do I refresh my emails? Not showing anything later than my birthday of all days.
Did you go to the top of the list?
I did, and I checked the date.
Oh, well, actually, remember in part 2, we covered how to check for new messages. Remember?
I do remember. I don't remember the command.
That's assigned to it. Might be. I'm sorry, Donna.
Okay, go ahead, Donna.
Your email might be offline because that's what happened to me. I stopped getting after.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to check my internet status, but I never found where I could do
But I
it.
mean,
Because
it's not necessarily internet.
So in your mail app, when you're in mail, try Command Shift N.
Okay, and then for the internet, I can't find where you check your network connection.
It's in Menu Extras. Did you go there?
Let's see. I did Shift M and then M again, but for some reason it didn't take me there.
VOMM, not Shift.
Yeah. VOM, excuse me. That's what it did. VOM and then M, but for some reason it didn't take me there.
No, it's
It keeps giving me a
VOMM.
view.
Yeah, her email might be offline.
No,
right,
you have
but
to
I said VOM and then I hit M again, or do I have to do it twice?
You have to do it twice.
It's
VOMM.
So hold VO while pressing the letter M twice.
Okay. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay.
And then VO right and left arrow till you find it. And if it's not there, you can go to System Settings, Menu Bar. They've moved it in Tahoe. And you can
I'm in Sequoia.
Then you go to Control Center, and you can put it in the menu bar if it's not already there. It's also in Control Center by doing VO Shift O. And it should be there, and you can turn it on or off.
Okay.
Edit text.
All right, let's see if I can do it. If not, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
Christina?
Yeah, Christina.
Was she just wanting to check her Wi-Fi signal strength or?
Oh, you can do that too. That's right. VOF7.
Yes, VOF or VOFM F7, depending on your setup. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I always forget. I always have, since I have a hard time finding my if I can find them, but yeah, that's a good one.
It is tricky for me sometimes.
Chanelle doesn't like using
it takes a while.
No, I don't like using the. Go ahead, Christine.
Just real quick update on the continuity thing. Sorry, the universal clipboard. Definitely make sure continuity is turned on or enabled. Cannot recall if you have to do it on the iPhone, but definitely on the Mac.
You have to do it on the iPhone too.
Okay, that's what I thought. But it's been so long since I set those things up. And then also, I just wanted to confirm, and I have used this before, the single finger triple tap on a text field on the iPhone does pretty much always bring up the paste option for me. But I just want to confirm I did copy something from my Mac, went into text messages, did the single finger triple tap, then double tap paste, and it worked. So that gesture does work.
Mine will not even bring up a context menu.
Where is where are the continuity settings on the Mac?
In general, I think.
General. It's in general on both of them.
In system settings. So you go to
system
settings.
System settings, general, and it's just, you'll find it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's on the phone, but I don't know why it wouldn't be on the computer.
they rearranged in the Mac. They changed it to be more like the phone or the iPad. Actually, is what they tried to make it more like. But it's very similar. They tried to put similar names to categories. In the Mac, it used to be called System Preferences, and I want to say that was in Sonoma, maybe, or before that. I don't remember. It's
So it's
been a
system
while.
settings, general, and there's something called continuity in there somewhere.
Yeah, you can also go in the search at the top of settings. There's a search area, and you can type continuity clipboard, and it should take you to it.
Okay. Thanks.
This is Kenny.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenny.
I have a couple of questions. I got a new M4 Mac Mini Pro, and I can't seem to get it to play music. That's one part. My other question is, does everyone pay for the Apple Care? And I'm looking for the pay once for 2 years, 3 years, or whatever the thing was, one-time fee.
That's their new Apple Care Plus or whatever they call it. It's a subscription.
Yeah. Oh, if I found that, it was like for $350 a month.
They don't. Yes, you have to pay monthly now.
Oh. Does that make it last for a year? Or
I think it's $19.95, $19.99. And I'm not sure how long it lasts, but it allows you to put three devices on the plan.
Oh, that's the Apple One.
No, yeah. Apple One is something else. They got another name for what they're calling the new Apple Care. I don't know what they call it, but
wish that there was something else besides Care with that $20 a month. Well, is it those of you that have done the yearly? Is it more expensive than the yearlies or whatever I don't know what the yearlies are.
It works. I think this new one's a better deal if you got 3 items.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
$20 a month for 3 items, yeah.
How long ago did you buy your Mac Mini?
About 15 days ago.
And you didn't buy Apple Care when you bought the...
No, I bought it through Amazon and...
well, you can contact Apple and purchase it after the fact. I think you got, I don't know how long you got, at least 30 days.
Okay. Go through accessibility, go through Apple sales.
This is Herbie.
Call Apple and talk to them. Apple support and talk to them.
Well, this is Herbie.
Yeah.
It might actually show up as an alert in your system settings, and
that
it might show up on your iPhone as well, because that thing is universal. The Apple account thing is.
Yes. Yep.
Also, something else I wanted to mention. I think the specific continuity setting now is because it is actually it's under the general category, but it's under AirDrop and AirPlay, and it's called Handoff.
Correct.
Okay.
That makes
that's where it is on the iPhone
what you
too.
want to look for is
good to know. I was trying to figure that out.
AirDrop and AirPlay, and that's what it's now called, and they no longer call it continuity. And that used to be. They keep changing a lot of little things, and it makes it very interesting. So yeah, that's where you'll find. That's what
look for the word continuity.
Yeah,
and you said it's under AirPlay,
AirDrop, and AirPlay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do the context menu with the system settings, you'll find it right there. You know, the AirDrop option.
All right.
Or you can go to General from the sidebar and get to it that way, the long way round. So.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, this is Kenny again.
Yes, Kenny.
Yeah, the second question. I have been trying to get my music to play, and I go to the music app and caps lock and a space bar, and it opens it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I might find a playlist or a song that it has listed, and I caps lock and space bar on that. And
press
then
the enter key.
I'll press the enter key.
It changes it. And then you get a little error sound, but it starts to play.
Okay.
Okay. So is that right when you're on the music? Like it'll say like so and so single.
When you're on the selection, I will. This is Brad. I'll open my music app. Let's say I have them sorted by album. I go to an album. I go to the tracks list. I go to the column that has the title, and instead of VO spacebar, I will push enter, and it starts to play.
Okay.
And then Command period will still stop it. Supposedly spacebar will pause it, but I can't get it to do it. I have to navigate to the play pause button and do it. But
all right, Herbie.
Another thing you can do if you have focusing issues on a song is do VO Shift M as in Mike, and it'll bring up the context menu, and one of the options will be play, and then you can VO space or hit enter on that.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to find I literally named a playlist my playlist, and I can tell my who on the phone to say, hey, play my playlist. And so since the Mac Mini does not come with a microphone per se, I've been trying to just manually find that playlist, and I am not finding it.
In the sidebar.
This is Herbie.
Go ahead, Herbie.
First of all, thanks to continuity, you actually can use your phone as a microphone, but simple solution is just to get a USB headset microphone.
AirPods work great.
And that'll much more easily do the trick. Also, on the Mac Mini, make sure it's actually signed into Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
And you can adjust all that through the menu bar with VOM and also the system preferences. Because there's things you want to make sure that they are syncing up correctly. So there's and Apple Music is a bit. There's a lot. It's interesting to use on the Mac, and it takes a lot of practice and patience, and just getting used to how it works. It's not like how it is on the phone. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm learning that, and it is I'm going to say a struggle. Just especially when it doesn't play. It's like, oh, you're doing this work, and you found the play button.
The context menu, if nothing else, and that should.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And come to Mac Buzz.
VO Shift MM. Okay.
No, VO Shift M.
M. Oh,
opens the shortcut menu.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, shortcut
gotcha.
Yes, come to the Mac Buzz, and we can delve more into Apple Music.
Yeah, Herbie would love that. So.
Okay, no problem.
I don't love it as much on this. The latest.
Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
I know we only have a couple more minutes, and I wanted to get in here. I went and looked at Mail.
Yeah.
We were talking about using what I call standard view as opposed to column view. And I figured out the preview. You have to go into Mail settings, Command comma, and go into viewing. And that's where you can determine whether or not you get your preview. And if I turned my preview, mine was set to 2 lines. And when I was in standard view, I was getting the a preview. Of course, if it's new and I hadn't opened it, it was giving me an what do they call the AI? It's not a preview. It's a no, a synopsis.
Summary.
Summary.
Nope,
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
right again.
Yeah, it's a summary. Yes, but if I went in there to viewing and settings, and it's a pop-up and set it to 0 lines.
Yes,
I got no
I thought I
preview or
played
summary.
with mine before. I know I played with mine before, but
And I set it to 0 and I got none.
in this particular instance, Brad is right. So, as always,
it
Brad
happens
is
occasionally.
right.
Well, I had never looked at it because I never use that. But
I
knew
look
I'd
at
seen
it all the
somewhere.
time when I'm, when I'm teaching. But
yeah, and it gave me that AI summary thing again, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that.
See, I like having my preview on because then I don't have to open the message.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So wait a minute.
I get enough out of it by reading the subject.
Brad's right about.
Everything as always. Need you even ask?
Well,
This is
because I've
Jessica.
adjusted the line thing in the system preferences before, and it never matters.
In view setting, it's in mail,
Right.
and it's
Viewing,
in viewing,
yeah.
in viewing,
the system settings,
and
the mail settings.
yeah, and
But
if
it's
you go
kinda-
to, I passed it, but you have to set it. I probably just set mine to
Preview.
1 or 2 lines, and
Yeah.
instead of turning it all the way off or
Right.
none, and that's the difference.
Well, they
Well, it's
maybe
kinda-
they fixed it in more recent because it never. I've tried that before, and it.
Yeah, I thought I could have sworn I tried
I
that
never had any
too.
luck with
Who
it.
knows?
So.
But why would you want it at 0? Why? That's
I
when you
don't.
want
Because you
it
just
to-
don't want to hear them.
Oh, I
maybe.
want to hear 'em.
Because
It's called
sometimes
list
I like to
preview, Herbie.
preview message to decide if I
Yeah,
really
list
want to
preview.
open it or not.
Yeah. So I like mine set at 5, but I don't think it matters how many lines.
You just get longer, yeah.
So
I went and put
since
mine
Herbie
back
just-
to 2, and that way, if I want it, I can just turn column view off, and then I've got them, and it's quick. But that's a neat little trick. I hadn't played with that in a long time.
Or actually, you check the box, and that turns column view on in the view menu, and then
Correct.
you don't hear it. So,
Yeah, well,
or
mine's
you
always
or
on because that's how I usually have my
right,
mail.
got
I
it.
just turn it off, and then I have standard view, and I will get the previews or the summaries, AI summary. But you can turn that off, I
You
believe,
can.
in
You can.
somewhere. I can't remember
In
where.
the same
but-
area. Same area.
Okay.
Jessica, did we answer your question?
Oh, I was just gonna say I found the setting to turn the summaries off when I was listening to the class recording just
Yeah.
a little bit ago, and so I turned that off. So because I find that especially in threads, the summaries are not great.
You can
for
still
individual.
hear a preview without having the summary on. So they're two separate things.
Yeah,
actually.
so I turned on the preview to I think I put it at 3 lines and then turned off
Right.
the summary. So I
Okay.
hope that's better. I haven't really experimented yet because I
Yeah.
just did it.
Okay, and Herbie wanted to say something, I think.
I was just, Pete's gone because I was going to see if he'd noticed this, but one thing I've noticed with this latest update with Tahoe is now on Amadeus Pro, I cannot use shortcuts to quickly get to the specific menu I want. I have to right arrow through them.
And that's a whole separate issue we were just trying to resolve this particular one since and
Well,
so
I was trying to tell you I've had a new
oh
thing. Sorry.
well we're kind of over time, so we are over. So everybody, thank you so much for coming. Glad you could be here, and we will see you for the next Mac and Talk on the 26th. And otherwise, if you're in class, I will see you on Thursday or Tuesday.
Thank you for your expertise and all your
Yeah,
help.
The 25th,
Oh, the 25th.
because Thanksgiving is the 27th.
Right.
I thought Thanksgiving was
Thursday.
the 28th. Okay.
No,
Oh, all right. Whatever. I'm off. Okay.
that's okay. That's what we're here to help you
Dear.
out.
You might as well
Thank
teach the
you.
class.
Bye, everybody.
Anyway,
Bye,
goodbye.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.